Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
They got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
At the 27.
The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 7 catches, 114 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action. Love to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Love from the gun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Return team.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Jefferson, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
This one's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
First down, Love to pass. The left side throw complete to Adams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And a Packer first down.
They'll run on first down. Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun. Love. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Love. And he fends him off. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down, Love. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Number 86. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
5-yard line.
Complete, 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for
now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So this just a 5-point game as we resume action in this 2nd half on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
At the 34-yard line.
2nd and 15. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And 15.
3rd and long for Love. And he's going to be sacked. They'll sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Max Crosby coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And it's caught one-handed. Somebody pulled it in. He got 29 yards that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And the coverage terrific there as it's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
27.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The 21-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. This is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 21 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw here. And it will be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back at 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get...
The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
7 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up near the 32. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff looking right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you saying here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right out.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And it will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense. Hey, we're going to do what we do.
They're looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty dark...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's David Arnett picking it up. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Get this out to the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be out right at the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play?
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Love. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And long.
Back to throw. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. Guys really knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. throw complete to Adams.
Love's pass complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Fighting to stay upright. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Max Crosby in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's going to seal this